How's it going? So today we're going over the scouting report for high school baseball, and we're going to go over that real fast. So we have a couple categories. We have the number of the player obviously fielding, throwing, catching, hitting, pitchers, catchers, and then a comment section on anything we want to add to it. So starting off with even just player, we notice for their name, the size, which way they throw, which way they hit. And then at the bottom, I added foot speed. So HM is home to first base. So we want to clock what's their speed from home to first. And then we also want to clock their time from first to third. And in there, I left enough gap room for me to write underneath it, or whoever does it, parent, other coaches, etc. With fielding, we'd put in mechanics, range, and then outfielding we put range. So with infield mechanics, we want to see somebody with a good arm slot and not throwing with their shoulder dipped below their body. We want to see strong base. What kind of range do they have? Are they able to go 30 plus feet and snag this ground ball? Are they able to track down a lazy fly ball that's going to land in between two people? Then we go to throwing and catching. We can observe this before the game starts, even when they're just throwing around with their friends or their teammates. You want to see how strong their arm is, how accurate they are. We can watch that even during the game. If they have 10 opportunities to throw a ball from shortstop to first, how many times are they hitting the first baseman within a decent range where he's not overly stretching, where it looks like it's a good throw, but only because the first baseman or whoever catches it made it look that way. Then just quickly go over to hitting with mechanics. Mechanics is kind of their own thing. Nobody has the same stance. It's hard to replicate others, but do you have a solid base? Are you dipping your hands? Are you dipping your shoulder? Are your hands not moving as fast as the rest of your body, so you get this awkward line between the bat and the ball? Power, just obviously that's self-explanatory. Exit velocity would be just how hard you hit it. Are you hitting a 400-foot home run, but it's not screaming off the bat? It's kind of soft and not super hard. Contact, are you hitting a lot of balls towards the handle or off the top of the bat instead of the sweet spot of the barrel? And then I added in there spray field. So what I mean by that is, are you able to take a ball, multiple pitches throughout the game or batting practice, and put them in all different parts of the field? Can you put them into right field, left field, center field? Can you spray the field essentially? Because that will give me an indication of how good of a hitter you are or where your spots are to hit. With pitchers and catchers, kind of the same thing. Mechanics, speed, accuracy, that type of thing, which is kind of self-explanatory. I selected the items I did because they're essential for most teams. I want to know how fast can you throw, how accurate are you, how fast is your team, how good can your kids spray the field, how hard do they hit, how good fielding are they. And then what obviously we hope to learn from this is just kind of like an overall team sense. Is half their team not very good at infield, but their outfielders are really good, but they don't have the strongest arms, if that makes sense. Or do they have not enough range? This will definitely help our team out if we can get printable ones. We can add comments on there, for example, like throwing and catching, like strength. Could have 4, accuracy could be a 2, or same with pitching, like let's say 5 speed. Say this kid is throwing 89 miles an hour, but he has terrible accuracy. So we can add in the comments, hit zone hard, but will most likely walk 3 out of the 4 batters he faces in an inning, or something like that. So it gives our hitters an idea of what to look for, what kind of pitches we might see, that type of thing. So overall, this is a very effective scouting report. It's simple, it's self-explanatory, and everybody scouts different, so things might be different, but overall, it will be kind of hand in hand. Here it is for our team.